Hits 93.1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this guy needs no introduction.
Oh.
I'm going to introduce him anyway.
Nice.
It's been a long time.
Right? It's been a long
Been
time.
too long.
Been too long.
Man, I got fam.
Oh,
Boy in the
okay.
building. Hits 93.1.
I love it, man.
Yeah,
This is
welcome
fun.
back to Bakersfield.
Thank you. I can't wait. This is going to be fun. It's the arena this time, not Fox,
I know. We
not
did
the theater.
Remember the Fox days, though?
Oh, those were good times.
Backstage with Rusty's Pizza.
God, you reminded me. I totally forgot there was a Rusty's Pizza here.
Yeah, and let me remind everybody, Joe backstage has like the biggest setup ever. With,
Yeah.
like, the Filipino food, and his mom comes through, caters it all.
That's my son's grandma.
Wow.
On the mom's side. That's not my mom.
Oh, okay. I thought you were making a joke. Because
No, that's my son's mommy's mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She lives out here, so I got tons of family out here. I got her side is here, but then I also have my aunt who lives right off of Ming, I think. Yeah,
Wow.
they got nursing homes.
Nursing home.
Yeah, man.
The rest are,
they got
postal
all that.
close to, okay. There we go. I just had to adjust that real quick. Okay, so, man, I don't even know where to start. But let me just start by saying thank you for keeping the Filipinos on the map.
Oh,
Because we have very few, successful. Well, I shouldn't even say that because there's a lot of successful.
There's a lot of
Filipinos
them. We
in
just
the world.
they're not in the forefront. But I mean, you'll know of them. I'll name some off right now. But I mean, we got Chad Hugo. I mean, when you listen to Black Street, you listen to Justin Timberlake, and you listen to anything else that's out there. Chad Hugo had his hand in that. You know what I mean? That was all Neptunes and Apple to App from the Black Eyed Peas. You got Rob Schneider. You got Tia Carrere. You got so many people that were influential with entertainment, and those were my inspirations when I was coming up.
I'm gonna hit you with one right now, Lou Diamond Phillips.
I love him, man. He's a friend of mine now. So. It's fun to even call him a friend because I remember telling him when I found out indirectly that he was Filipino, because when you see his name, you're like, oh, he can't be Filipino. And then he kept playing these Latino parts.
Yeah, he was in La Bamba.
Yeah, well, he was he was also in Stand and Deliver.
Yeah, that's right.
And, it's so cool to be inspired by those people within the industry, and that's why when I was doing my Coming in Hot or when I did Live from Seattle, I didn't want to do like. My jokes as if only Filipinos will get it, but I wanted to be like everyone would be able to relate to it. Like, I wanted like Latinos to be like, yo, my mom does that. Or white parents are like, yo, I do that to my kids. Like, I wanted to just be relatable instead of just going, hey, this is only for Filipinos. And I think it shows now, being able to go to like Nashville and being sold out. Or I was in North Carolina this weekend, 3,000 people came out, like only a handful of Filipinos. So comedy is just universal. Funny's funny. Relatable is relatable. It has nothing to do with ethnicity or race.
I got you on that. What I meant more by that was that you are like putting them on the map to where people can relate to them now.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like Manny Pacquiao did his thing in the sport world, but now you're doing the thing in the comedy world.
Thank you, man.
And you showed that on the Netflix special.
Yeah.
Man, Coming in Hot. Oh, boy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so you did it in Hawaii.
I shot that in Hawaii.
Yeah, so you
that one they physically, that's the one where they actually gave me the money up front. So they gave me this big giant check to produce the second one, but the first one they said no. They said no to me like 3 times, and I was like, yo, but this hour is hot. Live from Seattle, I was like, yo, this one's ready to go. Like this should be on Netflix, and they were like, nah, we're gonna pass on it. So I had the money, so I shot that whole thing myself. So when you watch Live from Seattle, you'll see me laughing at my own jokes, but just keep in mind, I'm broke in my head because I financially funded that entire thing, and
that's crazy.
And to be on stage and laughing and try to make people laugh, knowing that the only person that I want to sell this special to already said no. Like if you could only imagine the pressure.
That was your motivation.
Yeah, well, my son was also asleep in the green room upstairs. Okay. So just imagine being like, yo, I'm all in right now.
Right.
His future, my future, it all depends on this night.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
Though? You're selling out arenas everywhere.
Well, thank God. I didn't even finish. Like when I cut that up, I brought it to Netflix and I go, I know you guys said no, just take a look at it one more time. And literally the minute it hit their table, like we got a phone call within a day. They were like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and put an offer in. And that changed my life, man. That's why whenever someone says no to you, or if someone tells you you're not ready. You got to show them why you're ready.
You gotta let them know.
You got to show them why they should have said yes.
Yeah.
Don't sit
Prove
there and
them wrong.
dwell. Don't sit there and dwell and harp and hate. Hate doesn't get you anywhere. That's just negative energy going nowhere. You know what I mean? Be positive and be like, okay, you said no. Let me show you why you should have said yes. It's gonna be a little longer road for me, but I'm gonna get there.
Yeah, because I bet you they had some idea who Joe Coy is, but when
Yeah.
you brought it to that special coming
Yeah.
in hot, they knew who Joe Coy was.
Live from Seattle. That's
yeah.
when they knew.
Yeah.
And then that's when they gave me Coming In Hot. They gave me 2 deals. After Live from Seattle, they gave me 2 more specials off of that. And they gave me Coming In Hot, which we shot last year. And then now I'm about to shoot my 3rd one in the Philippines.
Wow. And
Yeah.
and did you sell out there? You almost
That's
close
done, man.
Yeah.
That's done.
Yeah. So you would say that's your breaking point, though, right? Like
Live from Seattle.
Yeah,
But what's
right
crazy
there.
is
Yeah.
I was already doing massive
oh, yeah,
numbers.
We know this already, but
It was crazy. I was breaking records at like the improv. There's improvs. Like I don't think you're gonna be able to touch my records there. Like literally, I was doing 15, 16 sold out shows in a row, and for like 9 years straight. Like it's like 100 and something straight sold out shows. I'm not trying to say like that'll never be touched. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like it was already happening. It's just I needed a platform to showcase that.
Netflix
and
did that
Netflix
up and
passed,
Yeah.
and then I had to like work again and show them why they shouldn't pass. And no disrespect, I'm not dissing Netflix at all. I'm glad they did that. Maybe that sparked a fire in me. I needed it. So yeah, I'm glad, and they gave me the opportunity. And now look, they love me. They won't stop working with me.
that's an understatement.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Which leads me to this Friday.
Yeah.
Rabobank Arena, aka Mechanics Arena.
Yeah,
They got like
man.
a million names now, but
Yeah.
yes,
I can't wait.
Yeah, if you don't got your tickets by now,
Yeah.
go get them.
It's gonna be crazy,
it's gonna be
man.
crazy this Friday night.
Whole new hour, so it's completely different from the last whatever you saw on Netflix. I'm not doing any.
So this is a whole different,
Oh,
different page,
whole different, bro. We're like an hour and a half in now. So I like to always overwrite. So like I like to try and get to about like 2 hours. That way when I shoot the next one, I can do them and then cut it down instead of being under. I like to be over and cut down instead of being under and going, oh, how am I going to stretch this out to be longer? You know?
Yeah, I know. I've been following you from way back, Chelsea Lately days.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so
do you know the backstory on that? You want to know it?
No, I want to quick.
All right, so I met Chelsea through John Lovitz, and John Lovitz took me on the road. This is back when MySpace was around.
MySpace.
Yeah,
and was I on your top 5?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
But John Lovitz was like, you have to meet Chelsea Handler. She's my only friend on MySpace. and I went to MySpace, and it was literally Tom and her. And I'm like, yo, who is this? And then he was like, oh, she's going to start opening for us. And like literally she was coming like every Wednesday doing sets with us. And she looked at me and she's like, I want you to be on my show. I got a show with E in development, and I want you to be my sidekick. And we went to like a few meetings, and we came up with this whole idea of what I was going to do and basically be Chewy. Whatever Chewy was is basically what I was supposed to be. And then came closer to the time that we were going to do it, I turned it down. And I was working at Nordstrom Rack at the time. But I knew financially it would have been the right move. But as far as like long term and what I wanted, like my dream, I knew I didn't want to be a sidekick. I didn't want to be someone's, no disrespect. Like, what I mean? It would have been a great show, but that's not why I worked 30 years. I want my own show.
You had your vision.
I wanted my own panel.
Yeah.
I wanted my own, like if I would have said yes to that, I would have been locked in. You know what I mean? Right. I would have been. I would have had to done that every single night and not be able to go on the road and do stand up and and create my product that I've been dreaming about for so long. So I wish I had it recorded when she cursed me out. She cursed me out so hard, man. Like every curse word, like you're so effing this, effing that. You're going to make the wrong effing decision. Watch what you do when you keep making the wrong blah, blah, blah. And then she hung up on me. And I remember I was working at Nordstrom Rack, and the show aired on E. And I knew it was going to be a hit because my mom and my ex-wife at the time, they were like, yo, who is this? And right then I knew like her demo was so far.
That's crazy.
Like her reach was so big that I was like, oh man, it's over. And it literally was blowing up. And I was like, I remember going, I made the wrong decision because I'm shelving shoes.
Wow.
And then about 6 months in, she gave me the call and she put me on the show. And then the first show, her and I it was like, because we're friends.
That's chemistry.
So we hit it off, and
chemistry,
then
yeah.
literally it was like it went from once a month to twice a month to 4 times a month, and then it became like I had my own spot. So I always sat on the end facing her. So, and we would just go at it. Like whatever we wrote, it always went out the door. It would always just be her and I going at it.
So it was non-scripted, in other words.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
all-
She
it's all-
didn't really like it scripted. She didn't mind you writing the joke, but she always knew that she was going to come after you. So.
Yeah, I'm glad you told me that story.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
cool, interesting little story of the beginning, man.
Yeah, you should always
Yeah.
always have a vision, man. Like you know what you want, and never settle. Like if you got a dream that's big, that it'll become a reality. You just got to keep chasing it. Don't ever settle for less than that.
Now, as everybody knows,
I didn't mean to turn this into a TED Talk, man. I'm just trying to eat egg rolls at 8 in the morning.
I'm telling you, we got our lumpia fuel a little while ago. Now it's like our energy drink.
Yeah,
We're just
man.
like on one right now.
Yeah.
But everybody knows you like to put your son, Joe,
Yeah.
in your comedy acts.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you encourage him to do the
No, he
comedy
does
thing?
it all on his own.
Is he a natural? Is he really getting at it?
100%. He's so naturally talented, man. That kid's got so much. He's got so much more than I do. Like his acting skills are just raw and amazing. Like there's sometimes we do these little videos where it looks like I'm just pressing record, but it was about 5 or 6 takes, and I swear to God, every single take it's like he's doing it the first time, and so I always get mad at his grades, but I know creatively he's not supposed to be in school.
Oh yeah.
I know for a fact, like I always tell parents this that come to my show. It's like you can't tell a kid to become a straight A student. You just can't. Like there's certain ways you got to teach kids. Like
mold
not
them in
all
there,
kids
yeah.
can learn the same way.
I got you.
Some kids are just geared to read books and do math. Some kids are creative, and you got to find that creative part of your kid. And some kids like to fight. Let them be fighters. Some kids like to sing, dance, DJ.
Yeah.
Like those are all art forms that need to be honed and crafted. So you got to find that and then identify with it. And I know that my son is creative, and I'm gonna tap into it. And he's already telling me he wants acting lessons and all that. And I'm like, oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Because I know at that age, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a comic when I was like 11 years old. So I know how that felt. I hated school. So I know where he's half me, guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
But like they say, the Filipino moms, I can't say the words, but they crap on your dreams.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
So
100%.
your mom didn't want you to be a comedian. She thought you were crazy.
Yeah, well,
Crazy
she
for
knew
you
I
to
was
cut-
funny until high school came out. Then she was like, okay, now reality sits in. Get a job. Yeah, jokes don't pay the bills, Joseph. So
You want to be a clown?
You want to be a clown, Joseph? What's crazy is I got the Tonight Show 15 years into my stand-up. So I started in 89. I think I got the Tonight Show like 95. I can't remember the exact date, so don't quote me, you guys. It was right around that time. And I remember calling my mom, and my mom going, what does that mean? Like she had no idea what that meant.
Right.
What does that mean? The Tonight Show. What is that? Like she knew Jay Leno, but she didn't know how important that was to me as a comedian.
That was like the biggest thing. For you,
Yeah,
at the time.
it was
yeah.
huge.
Yeah,
it was
crazy.
huge. And
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, I remember going, hey, I got the Tonight Show, Mom. They're going to give me a date real soon." And she goes, "Oh, okay. Well, Fred's having a potluck at the post office, and he's bringing egg rolls to everyone. His daughter has green hair, and we're celebrating the fact that she changes her hair every day with egg rolls." Like that was more important to tell me that I got the Tonight Show.
Yeah,
That's a true story, by the way.
I'm just trying to contain myself because I come from the Filipino family, man,
Yeah.
and I can relate to just about
Yeah.
everything you talk about.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's why when I did Coming in Hot, well, actually live from Seattle, I was doing the jokes and I wanted to make sure that it was like relatable. But like what was so cool is like the immediate response from the world because it's Netflix. You know what I mean? It was worldwide. So I was getting DMs from South Africa. My mom did the same thing. It wasn't VIX, but it was this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I got like Latinos. I got Dominicans and Puerto Ricans calling me and hitting me up and telling me, yo, my mom did that to me too. And it was just so cool to hear like how relatable everything was when in my head I thought only my mom did that.
Yeah. Oh, no,
That's
you're,
cool.
You're reaching out, man.
Yeah,
you are
it's
reaching
dope,
out.
man. That's why people are coming out. They're
That's
like,
why they need to
"Yo,
come out Friday night, Mechanics Arena, man.
Let's go.
They got to catch it.
Let's
Just-
go.
So is it just kidding or just kidding?
Just kidding."
See, you got to say just kidding.
Isn't that funny how I did that, man? I wanted a way to put JK on your chest without people going, Joe Coy? That's how you did it? I wanted, like, no, it means just kidding.
I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It was the only way I could
That's
get my
hilarious.
initials on there without being like, yeah, that's a Joe Coy shirt.
Man, I could stay here all day with you on this
Thank
interview,
you.
but let's kind of touch base on a little couple of things that you got going on right
Yeah.
now. Let's ask them to follow them on social media if you're not already. Facebook, Twitter, you're on it all.
All of
Instagram.
it. Joe Coy, Jokoy, Jokoy.
But the Instagram, we got to talk about Tagalog Thursdays,
That's
man.
my favorite.
I got to do a
That's my
Tagalog
favorite.
Thursday with you one
Let's
of these
go.
days. Yeah,
Let's
I
do
gotta
it.
be. I got to be in the next episode.
All right. What's your word that you want to do?
Forget.
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 It's got to be a Tagalog word.
Okay.
You're just doing an English.
But you got to translate it.
How do you? I don't know how to translate that.
Oh.
You got to do something else. You got to do something else, man.
Okay. Well, let me see. I got a little game I want to do with you.
Do another one.
All right. So this is gonna be what's
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Legit or forget. Okay. This is the game. So you got to say legit or forget.
Legit or forget?
Legit meaning I'm down with it.
Okay.
Forget meaning forget it.
Okay, do it.
Okay. J-Lo at the Super Bowl.
Oh. Wait, I don't understand. So legit?
Yeah. Is it
Oh, are we
legit?
playing a game?
Yeah. We playing the game. We playing the game.
Legit.
Okay. Rice and spam.
Yeah, legit.
I knew you were gonna say that one. Pineapple on pizza.
Oh, forget it.
Not feeling that, huh?
No, never.
Forget
What is
You're
it? A
supposed to say
dessert
forget.
or a dinner?
All right. Scooping rice with your fingers instead of utensils.
Well, I like both because when you say utensils, what are you saying? Because I'm also a fork and spoon guy.
Do the thing with the scoop.
So you got to be specific. You got to be like shoveling the fork onto the
Shovel
spoon.
in the foot.
Then I'll always do that. But there's also kamayan, which is also a lot of fun.
But you know what I mean by scooping it up
Yeah,
with
it's
your
kamayan.
fingers. Yeah,
Boom.
kamayan. Okay.
Shove that down your throat with
Yeah.
your thumb.
All right. LA having 2 football teams. Legit or forget?
It's just hard until they get that
I know
arena.
you're from LA.
Once they get the stadium, we'll be happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard to like I can't even go to a game because where they're playing right now, it's not fun. But once they get it, it's gonna be nice.
Okay. And
But I live in Vegas too. I got a house
Yeah,
in
you got-
Vegas
you
too.
got the restaurant
so
out
we got
there?
the Raiders there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when that-
Are
when
you,
that pops-
so what are you siding with? You gonna be a Raider fan? Or you gonna stick with the LA teams?
I think it's just kind of cool, man, that we got to get, because I started stand up in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we always wanted a professional team, and this is legit our first professional team. I mean, we got the hockey team, but it's kind of cool. And it's hard for me to be a Raider because, I'm from Seattle. So I'm a Seahawk. I'm a diehard Hawk. So, but God, man, like it's just cool to be able to say we got a professional team in Vegas. It means a lot to me.
And
It
you got
really
the
does.
restaurant out there still.
I got a
right?
restaurant there. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man.
Yeah. So
I stay working.
okay, so we already had this one.
Yeah.
Sauce with your lumpia.
Always. There's two
Always.
kinds though. There's
Let 'em
Suka
know.
and there's Shanghai.
Which one you prefer?
Oh man, I'll go Shanghai.
Shanghai.
Yeah, you got to.
Oh yeah.
You know it. What do you go with? The vinegar?
I like the Shanghai. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I like the vinegar
yeah,
too. What we
the
had
vinegar's
earlier,
always
too.
that's always a classic.
Yeah, yeah. So you've already sold out the Forum, from what I hear, right?
One day.
One day. That's crazy.
One day it went
that's
on
a
sale.
historic monument for you because
I couldn't believe it.
because you grew up. Well, you live in L.A.
Yeah.
But the Forum has history. So
It's nuts.
yeah,
It went on sale like on a Thursday, and they literally we kept watching the chart just go further and further back, and by the end of the day, it was already sold out.
That's crazy.
And then Chase Arena in San Francisco, that's sold out in the
That's
day.
a brand new arena out
And then
there.
we're adding a second one, and it goes on sale, I think, next week, Tuesday. So 2 shows in San Francisco. We sold out an arena in Hawaii, 2 arenas there. Radio City Music Hall is sold out. What else? Man, it's crazy. Oh, Dubai. We're going to Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai.
That is nuts.
Australia is almost sold out. We're playing an arena there. Like, it's just, the reach is crazy. I can't believe it.
You're just on a tear right
It's
now.
nuts, man.
You're just on a tear right now.
But it would have happened if I didn't do the, take the initiative and do it myself. You know what I mean?
Had the
like I'm
vision.
not trying to stroke my ego. I'm just saying, like, I hate people that hate on Twitter or sit there and harp and moan. Like, don't moan to me. Like, don't come to me and go, yo, how do I get there? Like, yo, just get there. Yeah. I showed you how to do it. The blueprint's right there. Just do it.
You just got to get to it, man.
You keep talking about it, you're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
You don't want to do anything. That's why you keep asking.
And I think that's why Joe, your son.
Do you hear what I'm saying, though?
No, I get you fully, man. I mean,
like, I hate it when people ask you, because when they ask you, they already know how to do something.
Yeah.
They're just asking because they just want they want you to make it sound so hard that they're right, that they're not doing it. They're just scared. So stop being scared.
Yes,
you want to be a singer, then be a singer.
Stop being scared.
Stop making an excuse. Stop doing all that, man. It's just it's a lie. Don't sit there and ask me how I did it. Oh, but I got a kid. I had a kid. I was working 2 jobs. I was working Borders Books and Nordstrom Rack when I did the Tonight Show. So, like, you can't tell me. You know what I mean? I was broke when I shot that live from Seattle. That all my money. And it was a lot of money, bro. We're not talking about $10,000. We're talking about like close to $1 million. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
All in. So like, don't tell me. Like, you can't tell me that. Invest in yourself. That's it. That's all it is.
And then you're gonna be touring.
Don't hate on people for their success. Find out why someone's successful and then learn from it, man.
Yeah, forget the haters.
Nah, you can hate all day. Yo, haters are good.
They they're motivation.
Dude, you know what haters are? Haters are just promoting your brand. Remember that. All day.
Yeah.
Remember that. When someone's hating on you and saying your name somewhere else where you're not even around, bro, they just told a bunch of people about you for free.
That's
when
real
they should have been talking about themselves.
That's advertisement.
Remember that,
words,
man.
Right?
Yo, when Cat Williams said you're mad that you got 10 haters, you should be mad that you got 20.
That's right.
And that's real talk, man.
That's real talk. And that's why you're here. And that's why you're going to be doing your thing this Friday night.
All day. Look at me. I'm combing my hair.
Quick question. What is the funniest thing?
I'm sorry I turned this into a TED Talk.
It's all right. It's motivation talk. That's all it is.
That's what happens at 8 o'clock in the morning and you eat lumpia.
When you eat lumpia, we've had about 10 of them already, by the way. Okay. Can you
your water is ice cold in this place, man. I've never had ice bits in a bottled water before. I was like, yo, how'd you put the ice in here? This thing was sealed.
Can you imagine we had some pancit to go along with that lumpia? We'd be wired, man. Real quick question. What is the funniest thing a Filipino has ever come up to you and said? Like, what has made you laugh hysterically?
The funniest thing I ever heard from a Filipino is, hey, I went to your show last year, and do you remember me?
Where
and
did
that
I
just
hear
happened
that from?
6 minutes ago by this lady's, by her dad. Hey, I went to your show last year. Remember? What? How many people were there? About 3,000. I was in that one chair on the one row. Remember? Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
Just like yesterday, right? Have you ever forgot something on stage? Like,
hey, you remember that one show where there was 3,000 people laughing and having a good time? Yeah, I was one of those people. Do you remember? I was sitting in a chair in one of the rows in complete darkness while you were on stage with 19 spotlights in your eye. Do you remember? Because I remember you.
This is why I love these interviews, man, because when
there is one time where you look to the left. That's where I was sitting. Do you remember?
I can't.
Do you need any more clues? I was wearing a shirt. Oh, a shirt? Yes.
I got you going, man. I got you. I knew I'd get you going somewhere. Because we got all the seriousness out of the backstory out of the way, but then I was like, let me.
It was a hot summer day, but it was nice and cold inside the establishment that you were performing in. Do you remember? Yeah, I remember. I remember you now. Now I remember. Now I remember with that last description of the air conditioning. Yes, I do. I'm also a mailman. Do you remember that?
Nurses and mailmen, man. That's
How
it.
funny was that? He just said that. I want everyone that's watching this. This literally just happened. I'm not even making this up. I'm not trying to be funny. This was a real conversation. What's your friend's name with the green hair?
Allie.
Allie's dad is here, and he brought lumpia, and he goes, "Hey, I went to your show last year. There was over 3,000 people there, and I was there. Do you remember me? I went like this. Do you remember? Because I do."
Man, when I get you going, I get you going. That's what happened last time you were here. We try to have like a serious interview, and it's never gonna happen. But that's
But it did happen.
But it did happen. That's what I'm saying.
Man. Do you remember?
All right. You got me stuck, man.
I got you stuck.
You got me stuck. All right. So Joe Coy,
Yeah.
we'll be here this Friday, Mechanics Arena. Go get your tickets.
Rabobank.
Rabobank.
We're not calling it mechanics until you put that name on the building.
On the arena, right?
Rabobank is still on the building. I don't care if you bought it. I don't care how many mechanics live in Bakersfield that are demanding a bank. Did you ever know that? Did you know that the guy changing your oil is like, yo, why don't we got a bank? Only in Bakersfield. Mechanics Bank.
Only
and
in
Lumberjacks Bank. Just a bunch of lumberjacks.
You should have named it after the post office.
Yeah.
Actually. Or the hospital or something, right? The nurses.
Hey, let me do the jokes. Oh my God. What did you just do?
Hey, I'm the wingman.
God, wingman, you just
lumpia
blew
man.
the plane up. We just crashed in the plane together. We were flying high, and you're like, I know how to take this thing down. Hey, I was in the audience. I was sitting like right around there. Do you remember? Your dad's funny, Allie. He's a funny dad. Aw. That was fun. I love you, man.
Yay.
Let's go.
Times, good times.
Bakersfield, I love you.
Yes, man. Let's wrap it up. But Joe Coy.
Yes. You have another question? I just wrapped it up for you. I said thank you and good night.
I was going to say I love you, man.
Oh, I love you too.
That's all I was going to say.
I love you too.
man. Thanks for coming by Hits 93.1, bro.
you're the man.
Welcome here anytime.
Thank you.
Yeah.